I don't know why I got off on that tangent, but you have to learn to say no when you mean no, and don't say yes unless you really want to say yes, okay? You'll know what I mean. You probably already do. Choice about relationship is coming up. Okay, I already discussed that. Were you always giving, are you always giving second chances to somebody who might be wasting your time? So you're going to have to delineate that. Make sure that they're not wasting your time and energy to relationships, friendships, people in your family who are giving you crumbs when you deserve the whole cake, girl and boy out there. Okay, because my Sagittarius, and also like the weirdest thing that always happens, and I listen to different readings on different signs as well. Sometimes when you turn on that reading, it might not be for your sign, but you resonate with it. I have so many people that had resonated with the Galactic Princess's Sagittarius reading. You wouldn't believe it. I got emails. They were like, hi Katrina, you don't know me. I watch and I never comment. But that reading you did on Sag, I resonated with almost the whole entire thing, including about the people, her uncle that was in heaven that came to the white fence, and her grandmother. Okay, people had very similar experiences, and what I say is anybody can resonate with any reading that I do. The reading could be for anyone. By you clicking on it meant your spirit guide might have led you to my channel if you didn't ever watch it, or if you're just a returning sub and a returning friend, I like to say. It just could be the angels and the guides wanted you to hear that, okay? Because it helps you in some way. So we're all connected. We are all connected. All right, so choice about the relationship. Yeah, you will have a decision to make, and sometimes you'll want to put your head in the sand, like they're showing me, what's that animal that puts the bird that puts the head in the sand, just doesn't deal with it. Is that a pink flamingo? Do flamingos put their head in the sand? Okay, whatever the bird is that puts their head in the sand, you're going to feel like doing that when you come up to a kind of a crisis. But I want you to understand that crisis, you might think of it as a crisis, but it's going to end up being something magical in disguise. Okay, so deal with it. Take a little break from everything. Put your head in the sand, but then you have to get back up. Get back up on the horse and make your dreams come true. All right. So, don't give energy to people who are just giving you crumbs or gaslight. There's a lot of gaslighters around you. But you're going to put your boxing gloves on this year. You're going to say no when they come at you and say, are you crazy? You have to do this. You're going to say no. I don't have to do anything but pay taxes and die. Okay. Ten of Swords came up, and that means you want to let go of your painful past. Hey, who doesn't? Okay, and that is a good sign. Because you know what? Our past is behind us. We could just learn from it, but we have to leave it behind us in order to move on to the present and enjoy the present and move on to the future. Okay? Aries. Oh, there's an Aries person. A person was confused. They didn't know what they wanted, and they feel content with you. And I think I had told you I saw two people around you, possibly a third. But yeah. But I do feel that Aries energy, because it's fire and fire. You're Sagittarius fire, and they are fire, definitely. They want to spoil you, take care of you, and cater to you. They want to take a chance with you. 7 of Cups was in the past. Okay, so like that's telling me that thinking about the past a little bit too much, and maybe they are sometimes haunted by their past, and like, oh, I had an ex-wife or I had an ex-husband, so I don't want to take another chance on marriage because I had such a horrible time. And you might think that way too, but we can't really move forward in our life if we don't kind of open our heart and take a chance and just leave it to God. Leave it to God and just keep everything in your heart. I'm not saying don't look at red flags. If there are red flags, of course, don't make any commitments on paper if there's red flags. Okay, so the risk is they want to take the risk with you. Even though they are a little bit haunted from their past, 7 of Cups, and you are haunted from your past, or you might be looking at, like, I have other choices. I don't know, all of a sudden I have 700 choices to make, and, which way should I go? Just ask your guides. Just keep on praying, and the person will make themselves known to you. You might see them in a dream, or you might just like hear the exact words that you've been waiting to hear, or they might come with a certain gift that you never got before from anybody else, because they really get you. The person that gets you, they're almost gonna talk like you. Definitely gonna make you laugh, and you're gonna make them laugh because you're on the same wavelength. And that's how you know. You could be yourself, fully, totally, and silly. Okay, and they love that about you. So that person that wants to take a risk with you, they're like, let's keep it going and explore our relationship, and they want to connect with you on a deeper level. They might be like a little, like at 95%, and you're at 80%. Or sometimes you might be at 99% and they're at 70%. So like that's how relationships are sometimes. But you're going to find that both of you are basically on the same wavelength, but it might scare you a little bit because I see you like jumping back a little bit, like, oh my God, he wants to marry me, or oh my God, he wants me to move in with him or go visit him, or like there's going to be some little bit of a shocking step. And just take a breath. Just ask God, ask your guides, ask your uncle and your grandmother, is this the person that you sent me? Is this the person I'm supposed to move forward with? Okay, give me a sign, show me a butterfly, and within the next, I don't care if there's a snowstorm, show me a butterfly, and maybe you'll see it on a television show, or maybe you'll see it in real life, or maybe it'll come across your phone, like ask for a sign. Don't say specifically what it should be, because they don't like you to be specific, they like to just throw something at you. Okay, so you are this person's wish fulfillment. They find you extremely sexually attracted. They're extremely sexually attracted to you, and they want to be physically intimate with you. Wow, this is getting saucy. I forgot I wrote this. They may have distanced themselves, but they missed you. Okay, next page. Guys, I just have to check on the dogs 1 second. 1 second. Because I heard something in the kitchen. You need to go to bed. You need to go to bed, but what? Why are you out? What are you eating? This dog is so naughty. What are you eating? Are you a good boy? Let me turn this. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. I just have to get them a snack. Okay. Go to bed. Go to bed. I'll get you a bone. You guys eat too many snacks. Okay. I love you. I love you. Go in. Go in. Go in. All right. All right. Okay. I love you. Go to sleep now, okay? You can't stay up late like Mommy does, okay? You good babies? I love you. Sorry for all the interruptions and the artwork. Well, I'm not really sorry for the artwork. I got so many things to organize, but who has the time? Okay, anyhow, sorry about that. I heard him eating something, and he gets naughty, because he's still a puppy. Okay, so, all right. They were scared of their feelings. Your person was scared of their feelings for you. Sorry, guys. All right. It's time to go into deep sleep and anti-stress. Okay. So they were very scared of their feelings, and I feel like this for both of them, both of the people that you're, friends with or talking with and involved with. Okay. And you like sides of both of them. That's why I don't know the decision you're going to make. Okay. So, but just pray to your guides and it'll come. So they were scared for their feelings for you. And you have a mental barrier of overthinking. Okay, I forgot I wrote this. You have a mental barrier of overthinking, maybe overthinking things, and then you go into worry mode. It's almost like that side of you is very Virgo-esque, and then, you get too overworked, and you shouldn't. You got to shut it down and just give it to your guides and give it to God. All right? So replaying fears that you have from the past, replaying past things. But just remember, what happened to you in the past is not happening right now. What happened to you in the past is not happening to you right now. Okay? Jade wants you to know that. Okay. So, stop replaying the 2020. Those fears, see, is so 2020, 2021. Okay? It's not 2020 or 2021 or even 2019. It's a new year. It's a new time for you. Your person does have some selfish streaks, but they are, what should I say, persons, but they are wounded warriors, so they were relevant at first. Okay. All right, so you have to figure out what this means, okay? Because I wrote it so long ago, I don't remember what I meant, but let me just put it out there. Okay, so your person does have some selfish streaks, but they are wounded warriors, so they were reluctant at first. Okay, see, I can't read my own writing, and apparently I don't understand how to spell. Okay, that's good for an English teacher. All right, so they are wounded warriors, so they were reluctant at first, and now they know. When I say wounded warriors, it's what I said before. They had another relationship that really hurt them, just like Opal. So she tries to protect herself from ever having a friend or ever letting anybody in. Then she realized that's lonely. Okay. They had somebody that they love very much, and maybe still part of them they love, but they had a very horrible breakup, or maybe even a family member or a good friend that betrayed them. Okay, so it was relevant for them to step back at first, but now they know you're the one. And are they what you want? That's what God and the guides want to know. Are they what you want? Okay? Doesn't matter that they want you so much. It matters, is this the person that you want? Okay? And take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. There really isn't a rush. Anybody tries to rush you, you tell them it's Sagittarius time. It's not your clock time or time on your phone or a month. It's my time. It's Saggy time. Okay? So you take your time. You don't have to jump into anything. But now, all right, so decide whether are they what you want. Just because somebody says, you're what I want, you're who I wanted all my life, I waited for you all my life, you have decided, you're feeling great when somebody says that, but then on the other hand, you have to say, is this the person that I've been dreaming about? Is this the person that makes me feel really happy and feels like I'm at home? Like I'm with family in a way, in a good way? Okay, so someone wants to love you from a distance. I got that. And I got a lot of stuff. How long does this go? Katrina's getting tired. Okay, no, it's coming to an end. Okay, so 2022, you're saying it's either me or it's either me as your number one or I'm out of here. Okay. I remember writing that. Yeah, you're saying hey out there, it's either me, I have to be number one, or I'm out of here. You're never going to take a second place or be a second fiddle ever again. Okay, you've been there, done that. You're going to be number one with all your gifts and talents, but also with your quirks, and maybe also with your not disabilities, but with the different illnesses that you have. They have to be accepting of that. That's how you'll know. Okay? If there's even a little weariness where they're not understanding it and they're not, compassionate to you for the long run, then you'll know, oh, okay, that person isn't here for the long run. Maybe they're here for the short run or the fun run. There's just nothing wrong with that. Okay, so put out respect and receive more respect. They wanted you to know that. Put out respect and receive more respect. Queen of Wands kept coming up, and that's very in the moment of empowerment. And, you are a fire sign, so the Queen of Wands would represent you. The right business partner. Yeah, this is also the year for finding the right business partner. And you will have growth and rapid growth in the area of business or even a side job, because there's somebody that's going to say, hey, how come you're not in this type of business? And you're going to be like, well, I knew I was good at this, but I never could put it together. Well, this business partner is going to be the one that pushes you and helps you to put it together, so to speak. Okay, I don't really know what that means, but they just told me to say that. Celebration and get-togethers. So for the month of January, now I go back in my notes. I go back and forth from January all the way to December. I mentioned a little bit about that, but January, it's like miracles, connections, new beginning. 3 of Cups, Ace of Wands is the right opportunity coming in. Fire in the hole. We just had a fire over here. My incense went on fire and I put it out with salsa. Okay, I don't even know if that's allowed, but anyway, fire in the hole. That means passion, all passion, and it started already. Because look what I have. I don't lie. See, January, February, March. Okay, so focus it. Focus your passion, it says. There's a breakthrough. intuition and the guides going to be talking to you and answering you, a breakthrough, connecting with the right person. In February, it says mingle, upgrading your skills, trade, or person, a proposal, a miracle offer. That's beautiful. You might change your hair and clothes. Yeah, there's like a whole difference, like trying to look a little bit different on the outside, which tells me that you might be getting a job or just needing a change in your clothes and your hair. But that, I see that in February. Well, it's almost February. A fierce contract. A fierce contract. Not sure what that means. You might be offered a contract. Oh, you're going to be looking fierce, and then the contract was after that. Okay. Yeah, think about it. Mercury's in retrograde for a while, so try not to sign anything and make any big decisions. You know, when people need a car and they were like, Katrina, are we allowed to buy a car if we need a car in Mercury during Mercury in retrograde? Well, I always say if you need it, go for it, but just expect there's always a lot of communication messes up and problems, miscommunications during Mercury in retrograde. But if you need it, you need it. But if you can postpone it a little bit, you can. Okay, so, yeah. The proposal or miracle offer is really beautiful. I got a good feeling about that. It makes me feel good in my heart. March, there's like a trinity, body, mind, and spirit connection. Will you accept it? I'm not sure what that means, but will you accept it? I think somebody's going to definitely be offering you some kind of thing. And it's not, I mean, it's heavy relationships and friendships that and family that I'm seeing with you. But when it comes to March, April, and May, we're going to have relationship stuff and also business or side business or money making things coming up for you. Ten of Pentacles is great, great something meaningful. Ten of Pentacles, Pentacles always money, and usually Ten of Pentacles means yes. Okay, so you want to get a lot done, but you don't know what's going on and no one understands you. Okay, so there is a time in March where you feel totally like misunderstood. It might be like there's like a lot going on and a lot of offers coming in, and you see this dream, but then you say, how am I going to climb up that mountain? How am I going to do all this stuff? And it makes you feel overwhelmed, and then you might tell your family, hey, I got this new offer, I got this new relationship going on, and what do you think? And they might like kind of rain on your parade, like, you can't do that, what are you, crazy? You can't change your life totally, because they're afraid you're going to go away from them. Okay, so that's family's job, to make you feel guilty. Just kidding. But every once in a while, a family member will be a cheerleader and say, hey, go for it. But anyway, you got to do things your way. You got to do things for yourself. You got to make your own dreams come true. Your family, your parents, as much as they love you, your siblings, your cousins and third cousins, as much as everybody loves you and cares for you, they're not going to make your dreams work out. Only you know what is in your heart, what you need to do, what you have to do, okay, to feel fulfilled and to feel secure and to feel loved and cherished. Okay, so you want to get a lot done, and you're going to feel around March, and you might feel around now too. You're going to feel like, how am I going to do all that? And then head goes in the sand. Okay, that's okay. That's okay, as long as you take that head back out of the sand and say, okay, I'm going to make a list, and I'm going to try to start making steps towards the list. Okay, and you're going to do it. You're going to get it done, because it's your time. Okay, so And then again, I repeat myself again, January is starting, setting up your business, setting up, building relationships. A gift is given. Did you already get the gift? Because this gift, it looks like it's between January and February. See? Gift given, gift given. February's pentacles, money, opportunities, something being rewarded, a lot of your energy and a lot of your things that you pushed for will be rewarded. But set boundaries. Make sure that you have those boundaries up with even people that you love. Letting your gifts soar. The angels and the guides have been wanting you to build your gifts and to recognize that you have these gifts, and to really, whether it's like taking a class, getting a certificate, being with your tribe, being with like-minded people, just talking about the things that you're interested in. That's how you're gonna make the right connections. I mean, it could be as strange as like, well, I like to make stained glass. I'm just using this as an example. I like to make stained glass, and there's really not a market for it. Well, then you go and you take a stained glass class, or you just do it online, and you make friends, and they're like, oh, I have a stained glass shop and I need somebody to work here. And I'm right down the street, or something or other. It's just making the connections. All you have to do is reach out for whatever subject, as whatever that you're interested in making money from, building a business, and you already know what it is. It's inside you. It's like it's been talked about before, and maybe somebody crapped on your dream. You have to wash off the crap and just start looking at it and shine it up and put it in the sun and believe that it's happening. Okay? So letting your gifts soar and building them, utilizing your gifts and talents. We all have gifts and talents, but a lot of times we don't use them because we're like, oh, well, I'm tired, or I don't have the money for, like, I could say I don't have the money for the art supplies, and I use a lot of glitter, okay, and a lot of spackle. And you know what? You just can't make excuses, because I can go to the dollar store and buy my spackle. All right? And whatever. You just have to do what makes you happy. Okay? And push yourself in that direction that makes you happy. And God will make openings for you. All right? So changing the home in March as well as maybe trips, or fixing up, building. I don't know if this is happening yet or thought about, but I feel like there's a space in the back of the house or the back of the yard that you can make an extension. That might be true for some Sagittariuses out there, or some people out there. But whether you go on a trip or fix up your house, it's all aces. I got, good cards on that and good feelings. March is also for Trinity, connecting your body, mind, and spirit. Like, Sagittarius is usually always in good shape. Either they exercise a lot. I know my Saggy-Waggy Bayo, she's exercising all the time, even when she's sick. Okay. She's always at the gym, and she's always skinny. But, and you're going to be admired for your beautiful figure. But you also have to make that connection of your mind and your spirit. So it's going to be like an intellectual journey, meets esoteric and knowledge, spiritual. Okay? Body, mind, and spirit. Think of the triangle. And finding your path. And that's March. And then I told you, in the spring, when it's really warm and the flowers, I see blue flowers, and of course sunflowers. When there's a whole bunch of sunflowers around, that's when you're going to feel like, wow, Katrina talked about this moment this moment came, and a butterfly flies over, and there's one of those things that you pick up, those like weeds that you blow on, and they scatter the pollen all over the place. I forget what that's called. Yeah, I forget what that. I'm not a good flower person, but I just see flowers. I don't know how to grow a flower. I just know how to kill flowers. But anyhow, that's your reading, and I am finally done. Namaste. I hope something resonated with you, Galactic Princess. I am so sorry for the delay. I hope the other videos you resonated with. I did talk to you a little bit, but then I got sick, so everything stopped. But anyhow, everybody out there, my Zen zebras, my Namaste ninjas, my Bella butterflies, my merry mermaids, my Zen zebras, I said that, my merry mermaids, my merry mermen, my unique unicorns, I love you so much, all of you, and I hope everybody has a good night, and hopefully my medication will work tonight. I didn't take it yet. I'm gonna go take it. Okay, love you guys. Namaste.